What's going on, everybody? This is Jameson Davis coming to you all the way from Clayton State University, hitting you with another Motivational Mondays in here with my girl, Bree Love. Tell them what's up, Bree.
What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Bree Love. And like he said, you are tuned in to Clayton State Internet Radio, Motivational Mondays. It's one of our last Mondays.
Not the last. Almost
Not the last, but almost close to it. You know, the
Don't
countdown. The countdown is very real.
Very real.
I'm not rushing it.
Raw and uncut.
Yeah. It's to the end, man. You know?
Okay, cool.
I'm making it. It's gloomy outside again, but
I know, literally, like every Monday, I think it rained.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we had actually, been on air, been on the show. So
live and on air, it's been raining.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's definitely not a problem, and it hasn't stopped.
No, I can't be stopped. Oh, yeah, last week. Yeah, I don't know if you guys follow the Clayton State pages, the official university pages, or if you go to the website often. But last week, this building, it was closed due to a little water break. So that was a little water pipeline break, excuse me. So, we were not able to come in last week. So it's all good, though. We're here today.
Yeah, we're here today.
Live.
Yeah, and
lit, to say the least.
Yeah, and we're going hop right into it. We ain't gonna waste no time, right?
None at all.
So, the topic for the day that we got that's so good for y'all is nothing changed. Nothing's gonna change unless you change.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that one more time. Like, nothing changes unless you change. All right. So if you don't change, ain't nothing gonna change, right?
That's true.
And so for the number one point, Bree, what I want to share with everybody is that, the first thing you got to do if you're trying to make a change in anything that you're trying to do in life, I'm talking about school, relationships, right?
Okay.
We're talking about jobs again. We're talking about, finances. We're talking about, food habits, working out, people around you. Just anything, right? We can go on and go on and go on.
Yeah.
And so the first thing that you have to do is you have to identify the problem. You got to identify the problem to see exactly like where it's at. See, evaluate yourself. Companies do it all the time, and I'll give you an example. They do it in the format of like a survey. Also, schools do it. They
deeply
know,
rooted.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Exactly, and they try to evaluate the situation to see exactly like what could they do better, what was the reason for it, what was the cause of it. So that's what you got to do individually.
Right.
That's something that I'm definitely going to be focusing on over this break, to come up with my evaluation sheet to evaluate myself on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and also on a monthly basis to see like, okay, how productive was I today?
Yeah.
What was I doing? Like, I'm talking about hour by hour.
Ooh, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So like, how do you? Well, I guess I know how you think a little bit, so I know what you're about to say. I think, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Go ahead.
Like, how do you make time throughout the day to do that, or would you do it like at nighttime before you go to bed? Would you do it like later on of course you would do it later on in the day, but how would you make that time? How would you solidify that time for that?
Okay, to evaluate myself. I probably would, it best would be for me, and probably for anybody, probably at nighttime, because or pretty much once you finish your day, because you need to see what you did all day.
Yeah.
You can't really do it in the morning because you're just getting started.
Right.
So I would definitely probably do it right before I go to bed or something like that.
But what if you're sleepy and you're like, man, I just do it tomorrow?
I learned a philosophy from a bunch of people I'm around, and they don't go to sleep when they're tired. They go to sleep when they finish.
Okay. Oh, y'all make sure y'all write that down.
So, they definitely gave me a great philosophy for this month, and it's been working. Sometimes, I get tired of human. I'm going to keep it 100.
Yeah, because I know.
1,000 with you.
Yeah.
But what I've learned from them is that you got to put your situations that, whoever you are, like we talked about, a few weeks ago about who you're fighting for, in front of your forehead. So, whoever you're doing this for, whatever it is your goals is, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep it in mind. Like, my mom, so, if I go to sleep, it's like I'm giving up my mom.
Right.
To make it happen. So, that's that. So, yeah, I do it at nighttime to answer your question.
Cool.
So, like I said, for the first point, identifying the problem, you got to figure out what the problem is. You know what I'm saying? So, like for an example, you know, if you're in school, right, and you know, you're not doing that well in school, you need to figure out why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to figure out and sit down and like figure out what am I doing? Like, why am I not doing in school? Why am I not doing good in school? You know what I'm saying? Or if you're in a relationship, like, why is this relationship not going well? It was going well, you know, 2 months ago. Why is it not going good now?
He had me at hello. So what happened? Yeah, like what went on? Let's get a survey together.
So what you think about like the whole evaluation piece? Do you think that could be like some value or asset to people's lives for actually trying to identify like where's the problem? Like why I ain't got no money? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I feel like that's very necessary. Like you said, businesses do it, so and it works. Just speaking on a collegiate level, I guess.
Come on, collegiate.
Yeah,
on, collegiate.
Hey, I'm about to get a degree. I have to let
now.
people know that I've learned some things. You know, vocabulary being one. But within our CEC, our official programming board, if you will, of the school.
Okay.
When we have our meetings, we open up by talking about our past events. So we do a recap, and within the recap, we talk about what was good, you know, the pros, and then we talk about what we would like to do better. So from that, we take it, and with the next group for the next year, they still have those sheets and everything. The meeting minutes have been logged and stored, so they take those and then they go on to the next calendar year, semester, and they utilize what the last group said. So, and it works. So I feel like on the individual basis, with the problem, you should definitely sit there and dig deep into it and try to figure out, take a big shovel and ouch, and do that. Yeah. So you can
really was in the dirt with that one.
It's some problems that are really, down there. So yeah, I feel like that's necessary. I don't know. People would have to cater or tailor the questions to whatever it is that they're going through. But if I have a problem with money, then my questions would probably center around, well, how much do I make, or how much did I spend on lunch today? Should I eat lunch tomorrow? Did I put some in the bank? How much did I put in the bank? Something like that. If that's where you're going with it too. Yeah. So I feel like it's necessary. Yeah. And then if they do it and they really put time and thought and come up with quality questions, then they should see some type of result. Okay. That's with anything, I believe. Okay.
I like that, Bree. So, especially like with the finances piece, too. What I learned when I was talking at the Fort Valley State students.
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of Fort Valley State students. I'm from... I don't have to go there.
Okay.
He already knows that I'm from Middle Georgia.
Okay.
So
all right.
My classmates, friends go to Fort Valley.
I was going to stop at the Old Country Town Buffet. That was
so you were old times over on Russell.
Or is it old times?
Wait, were you in Fort Valley or you were in Warner Robins?
I think I passed through Warner Robins. You got to pass through Warner Robins to get to Fort Valley. So, we got there early.
Did you
we
eat
practicing.
Good?
Yeah, we did.
I saw you had a dressing room down there too.
Man,
they treated you like royalty at Fort Valley. Shout out to the Wildcats.
Shout out to the Wildcats in Fort Valley, man. Really appreciate the love, man. They want me to come back. Shout out to Mr. Donald, man. Mr. Donald, real cool gentleman. Shout out to Mr. Lawrence. Shout out to a lot of people that was down there and really, helped me out with everything, setting everything up. Shout out to Ariel. Also, shout out to a lot of people out there. I think I'm forgetting a name.
Nah, don't forget nobody, because that's when people get upset.
I know. I'm forgetting one.
He got to pull the phone down now to see who it was.
I think his name is Joshua. He was the guy that was actually down there when I arrived. So I think his name is Joshua.
That's a job right there. That just made me think about some stuff. But
what?
With event planning, we getting off topic here. But
his name was Joshua. Mr. Joshua Butler. Shout out to Mr. Joshua Butler.
First and last name. But with event planning and stuff, there's always something to do.
Yeah. I might need your help.
That goes back to the evaluation too. So you can really come up with a survey or something.
She kind of slick denied I need help. Like I said it like 5 times.
You need help with
I might need your help with what you just talked about. Event planning.
Oh, yeah. The logistics and all of that. You know, the student assistant position, it has set me up a great deal
So I don't know if she's confirming y'all. Is she confirming y'all?
Oh, everybody knows. I got your back, man. But yeah, you can evaluate Fort Valley. See, they would have good reviews from you because you just said you wanted to go back. So,
yeah. They I take surveys down there. I'm looking at the surveys. I'm going to reevaluate the questions on there and come up with some better questions than I have, and set myself up. I got 2 months off. So we got a whole lot of time to re-strategize the plan, which is good.
I'm doing a lot of reading.
So yeah. And what I learned about that too, we're gonna talk about that. We got a lot to talk about. I get so excited about talking, so I gotta definitely be mindful of the time. So I want to, I want to give some seeds.
Today. I'm listening. I'm putting it here in my mental notepad.
Yeah. So with the whole money aspect, what I learned about with finances, because it's. I feel like finances for a lot of people is hard, and I've been around a lot of successful people lately, and I'm just watching what they do, and I'm absorbing, what they doing and how they think and how they do money. And one of the things that they do, they track everything, and they told me to read this book, and this book was called The Compound Effect. And the compound effect gave an example of that, pretty much track everything you do. I'm talking about if you go to the gas station and you get some gum for 35 cents, write that in a book that you will have, on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Everything you spend, write that down.
Ooh, that would be so hard for me.
Yeah, discipline.
But once you get into it, I'm sure it's second nature. Even if you forget something, you probably like, as soon as I get in the car, I need to write.
Correct.
This down.
Correct. So you can see, because you evaluating where your money going. You're like, oh my God, I'm spending so much money on Starbucks.
I would really cook out and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. So it really will show you the truth and really have you to fix yourself.
That's true.
Exactly. So that's just the tip of the iceberg for that one. So for the finances. So what I really wanted to give you guys for the first one for identifying the problem is that we already say ask yourself what do you need to change. I don't know, do you need to work out more? You're trying to identify why you haven't lost weight, figure out, what I'm saying, is it what you're eating, is it not that you're working out? If you got a bad attitude. I was talking to the Fort Valley State students and a lot of college students, they got attitude.
Yeah,
what's wrong with your attitude? You just like a flat tire. You ain't going nowhere with that bad attitude. So you definitely want to, not have that slow leak in your life, what I'm saying, with that attitude. So fix yourself as a person, and even if you got issues, situations going on, don't let it affect your attitude. You know what I'm saying? Also, stop hating. Yeah, we going raw.
A lot
of college students they feel like because of another jealousy, right?
Not cute.
Yeah, because you feel like somebody else might be higher up, or they might be doing this and doing that. By you being jealous of that person, or not showing love, it's not really good. So what you feel about that?
Man, I just feel like, this is what I feel when it comes to jealousy and when people envy others. I feel like there's one thing that they have to go back and try to deal with and understand, and that is everybody's life is different. Okay. Everybody walks in a different path. Mm-hmm. So if I see you doing something and maybe it's something that I want to do. Correct. I shouldn't be upset with you, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go religious on this one.
Go religious.
I feel like what God has for you will always be for you. So you shouldn't envy what the next person is doing. Or if we're friends and you're doing something, I shouldn't be upset because I should know here and here from here that if you get it, then surely it's going to spill over to me, or I may learn something from you, or that door opening for you may be my way to step in, So me and jealousy, I don't like that.
Okay.
And I can honestly say that I'm happy that I've never really had that trait, because I really, as a young person, I always understood that, if that's what they work towards, then that's what they should get. That's what they deserve. So if I'm not working for that, then how am I going to? It just doesn't really make sense. So
don't mix.
Yeah, so, you know, if you're working towards something, you're going to get it. If you believe that you're going to get it, then I
Correct.
promise you, if you keep working hard, it'll happen.